Femi, your audio is making us. Can you talk now? Can you hear me? We can still not hear you, Femi. Okay. Can you say something?
Hello.
We can hear you now. But what's happening? Your audio. We were having a beautiful conversation, and your audio went.
I tell you. Okay, Bolanle is here now. Where is let me see. Bring in Babalola. Bola, welcome.
Hi, I'm here. We're back.
Were you following DJ Roland's conversation?
I think I picked up where he was saying that
So,
they reached out to a couple of industry people to ask what's going on, and then thinking the government should control what these vloggers let out. Yeah, that bit I got that part. That was the last end. Alpha.
okay. Okay. Um,
And he has gone off again.
he will come back. Maybe it's his network. And I can see that Dayo too is here. So DJ Roland will join us along. Roland is here. I think Roland is just freezing. So Bolanle, let's keep the conversation going. You as a media person, Bolanle Oluchi, Babalola.
Mm.
The only thing I don't know about Bolanle is that if she has an Hausa name, but of course I'll find out later in future. But she's always putting herself as a typical Nigerian woman. So if you take out Oluchi from the Bolanle, you are in trouble. So I'm from a media specialist, someone who's been a producer and presenter I mean, you've worked as a presenter and producer with NTA, you've worked with News Central, and you've had your hands on different parts of entertainment, and of course, a head of corporate and a media strategist. From all of this, don't forget at the beginning of conversation, it goes beyond the altercations. You understand? But of course, we are
Yeah.
also trying to stamp our feet on the place of power, influence, and respect. And of course, for some feedbacks I got, it's not the first time. You understand? There have been several occurrences of situations like this. You understand? So this conversation is something that should shape the culture. Now, from your point of view as a media strategist, as someone who is also a consumer of the media, and someone whose ads are ads, not just a blogger. You're not this century journalist. Someone who's been in it. What do you think? What would you say has gone wrong in the entire situation from what you observed, from what you read? What's your take around it, and what has really gone wrong? Hi, K Solo. It's good to have you here.
Hi, IK. Hello, people. So, saying what has gone wrong. I don't think it's about what has gone wrong. It's do we have certain regulations in place that would curb and control the spread of false news?
False. That's it.
Yes, false news number one, and then secondly, with malicious intention. Now, it's a different thing to release false news, which might one way or the other benefit the person. But if it's with malicious intention to sort of bring strife and controversy that is not existent between people, then it's a more grievous crime, basically, for a news outlet. But I was telling, I think it's Dayo, DJ Dayo, you called him or something that was on earlier. Which one of them that is not here right now? The guy that was talking before I came in. I was telling him earlier, I said there's a difference between
Roland.
a vlogger and a journalist. Do you
Yes.
understand? For a
Yes.
journalist, where there are principles, there are guidelines, there are doctrines, there are trainings, there are regulations that controls what we do. And we're there to give unbiased of what is going
We can hear
on.
you, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. We're there to give unbiased reports of what is going on in the society and around us, news, past and present, and future. Do you understand?
Yes.
So for a vlogger is just there for trend. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? For trend, for traffic, for engagement. They just want to be seen, be it good or bad. So now the question is, who do people listen to more? So most people tend to go to the one that is readily available to them on their digital platforms, and they don't want to know whether it's right or wrong. They will listen. Do you understand? They will
Mm-hmm.
listen to it. So there's this saying that good or bad PR. It's PR, irrespective.
Mm.
Bad. I keep getting a call. Whether it is good or it is bad, it is PR. So either ways, it works for them. So this Burna Boy and Whiskey thing has been going on for a while. Initially, it was Whiskey and Davido, 30 BG gang. And then, yes, now, then in between somewhere, they don't put Burna Boy inside. I'm like, what's going on here? I don't understand. Where, where did that come from?
Kilo shele go.
Because me. You can't, there's nothing you're going to tell me. I'm not going to tell you I'm Team Whiskey or I'm Team Davido. I am for the both of them. I'm actually in the live meeting. That's why I was cutting your call.
I know, see that.
I'm for the both of them. So that is who I am. So basically,
And you are for good music.
I'm for good music. As long as they're representing Nigeria the right way, I do not have a problem with it. My own is do not portray my country in a negative way. And these are the three main people, aside the ladies as well, Tiwa Savage, R Star, and the rest of them, that are also representing Afrobeats globally. Do you understand? So if we try
Yeah.
to bring strife between them, are we doing it for controversy's sake? Are we
Mm.
doing it to bring traffic? Are we doing it to make them sing more? What's the intention behind it? These are the questions we need to ask. For this Bonner boy and the DJ own, I just feel like I think it's time they actually put certain measures in place for even our Afrobeat artists, the global and the local one, because it's becoming ridiculous. The extent to which they go, I don't know if they are paying their followers or they're doing it for publicity. It just does not make sense. Do you understand?
Mm.
Like there should be certain principles. There's certain things that have happened over the years. I'm like, Cheko, are these people not accountable to anybody? Don't they have any agency that they report to that gives them
That
fines
checkmates
for
them.
breaking, that
Mm.
checkmates them, that gives fines for breaking certain principles? Like how can you just go all out and attack somebody? How can you go all out? You come late to an event and then you insult your audience that have paid for tickets. Like you can't do it in other countries. It's only in Nigeria. Do you understand?
Yes,
It is only in
absolutely.
Nigeria. I'm not joking. I'm
No,
not
you can't.
capping.
You
And
can't.
people will still go because we let some of these things fly. So the more we keep allowing these lapses, they will just keep misbehaving. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can't
And
find a Bolanle in such events because you see me finish once, and it will give you opportunity for the thing to happen the second time. I don't move.
and you know, just also to spot the on what DJ Roland mentioned too. DJ
Yeah.
Roland mentioned that there was a faceless entity sent
Mm,
out the circular on banning banning Burna Boy's song, which
mm,
means that there's also something not quite right in the system, because he had mentioned that this was not the first time that was happening, which
like,
means that
check it.
there was something strongly needed to be done. And that takes me back to what you mentioned about the regulation of the entire system.
Yes, now.
I watched on Instagram yesterday. I think there was either yesterday or sometimes this week. There was this roundtable conversation hosted by the NCC minister, Idris Olorunimbe, and there were
Mm-hmm.
quite a number of entertainers there. And I believe in that kind of in that kind of atmosphere, we should be discussing regulation, yes, compliances. You understand?
Yeah.
Beyond
Mhm.
it happening to a DJ, how could anyone walk up to anyone and punch them? That is physical assault in the at the highest level.
Mind you, this is not the first time. I need to mention that this is not the first time it is happening. Do you know that,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, I
Mhm.
remember there was a time it turned to a police
A
matter and they had to
gun
report to the police
incident for
station.
that matter. There was a gun incident some years back. So you can nothing was done. No penalties were put in
And
place
Bolanle,
to
to
the
crown it
individual.
all, I also watched the video. There was no remorse of what happened. Rather, the conversation was it was just me and him. It was a one-on-one. The group was not even there.
Exactly.
How does that come into the fact that it was a physical assault?
Mhm.
And is this going to go just like that? And because it's still going to happen. So part of some of the comments I also came across was people said it had happened to DJ Chicken before and nothing was done. Why would that those people now say they ban? And Roland, I don't know, I think something have happened to Roland. And I need Roland a lot in this because there are a lot of questions I'm going to ask with regards to. I mean, if there's regulation from their own arm of DJs, if there's unison, in speaking, then it becomes something. Because let me tell you one truth, but like, from my experience in TV broadcast, you know that even when these people ban songs, I remember a lot of times. What's this guy that sings vulgar songs a lot? Naramani songs was banned severally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the environment, the entire Nigeria did not even help the banning. So it became a norm to speak vulgar
Mm.
everywhere. There are certain things you say now outside that it triggers me somehow that how could you open your mouth to all start this kind of statements? That's the kind of
Mm-hmm.
environment we find ourselves. So how do we put those checks in place? Who
See,
regulates
I,
the
I think
entire
it
body?
starts from the screening. It's like when you want to release a movie. I think the film body itself under entertainment has more regulations, stiffer penalties in place than the music industry. Because before you even release your movie, there's going to be a screening, there's going to be a viewing. Do you understand? And
Mhm.
then to the point after release, post premiere, or whatever, where everyone is gunning for awards, there's also screening going on afterwards before you even get nominated for anything. Let's forget the political affluence of it. But still, there are certain things you cannot project in your movies if you're looking for going global or getting awards. Now, from the point of release, I think the regulatory body should be put in place before they even release their songs. Because you can't tell me you are banning a song when it's already on radio. That means it's already on all digital platforms. It
Yes.
takes
Yes.
them forever before they now say, this song is vulgar, this song is not good. Meanwhile, we don't they play the bedroom don't they blow for club already.
Hmm.
So how you will now ban it and then what's now happens? Only radios will stop playing it.
Bolanle.
Yeah.
Bolanle. All right.
Blackky,
So, yeah, how are you?
fine.
Before we go on, I think Dayo is on this live and he's trying to tell Femi to bring him
Oh,
on.
okay. What
Then I
account
can
is he
see
using?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
a
I'm here.
legendary hustler. Legendary hustler. Okay, Dayo is there now. Okay. Then
Can you hear
shout
me?
out to K Solo. I think K Solo is on this live. Shout out to K
Oh, I
Solo,
can see
Okay.
Kesolo around.
legendary beat maker.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
K Solo is on this
Dayo,
live.
are you here?
I'm here. I'm here. Can you
Oh,
hear me?
Dayo, you went
All
quiet.
right.
No, no,
All
I'm
right.
here.
So
I'm
what
here.
I want,
I was
what
listening
I
to
actually
Bolanle.
want to chip in. But what I actually want to chip in is the fact that,
Mhm.
let me tell us the truth. Let us tell ourselves the truth. What is the genesis of Afrobeats? Afrobeats is like infusion of hip hop, American hip hop into
Mhm.
whatever we have here now. So there
Yes.
is a culture, there is a hip hop culture that follows the trend of Afrobeats too. The way the Afrobeat artists dress and all of that. Then
You
the
know, Afrobeat is originally
gangsterism.
African. Oh. We try to fortify it.
Oh,
That's why I started bringing hip hop into it. Oh.
hold on, hold on. You know that in those days it was actually Afro hip hop. They were trying to mimic the hip hop artist over there. So that is the let us not. I don't want us to go into the technicalities of how it's done. But
Maybe
what
I
I'm
Mm.
understand.
saying is there is the culture of the American hip hop infused into whatever we call hip hop Afrobeat now. Because the way we dress, the way the Afrobeat artists dress, the way they want to form their vibe
Eh,
and everything, it
sorry to
goes a
cut you. I
long way.
like
They
how you
don't
said
forget.
now. Because when you think of the days
Yeah,
of Fela,
yeah. But
American hip hop,
fella,
so
hold
why
on,
infused?
Well, I
hold
don't
on.
agree.
Fela's Afrobeat is different from the Afrobeat with the S that we're talking about.
Yes.
Do you get?
Yeah, that's a
Afrobeat with the
typical
S is different from Fela's
conversation on
Afrobeat.
its own.
So what I'm saying in essence is the gangsterism, the violence and everything that comes with the American hip hop is still in a way affecting either positively or negatively whatever
Mm-hmm.
we have. And it's so in a way now, for example,
But
let's look at
Blackky,
this from
but
both ends.
Blackky,
I'm trying to
don't
play
also
devil's
forget
advocate.
that there's a place of our culture. We should also
Hold on, I'm going
contemplate.
there. Femi, I'm going there. So let's look at it. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. Now, ever since the issue of Burna and
Whiskey.
DJ Tunes happened now, and DJ Tunes happened now in the last 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
Afrobeat has been one of the major topic in the world of entertainment. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
legendary artists, Burna beats this one, and all of that. It's like in you guys, you people's journalism say there's no bad what's it called? Bad publicity. Every publicity is publicity.
That's what they
Even though it's
say.
not pointing, yeah, even though it's not painting us as
Yeah.
Nigerian, as Afrobeat lovers in good
Mm-hmm.
light, but in a way it's pushing the narrative. I just want us to hold that side.
They are using
Then the other
backyard.
side now, the other side now, For example, now if Burna should drop a song now, or a Whiskey should drop a song now, or even DJ Tunes featuring maybe Burna or Davido or Olamide or something, now you will see the numbers. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of what is on ground, the controversy of what is on ground, it will help in pushing whatever song or whatever material they drop now. So that's one side. It's negative though, but in every negativity, let us look at some positivity that is there. Now let's now go to the main issue. The main issue now is that for no reason, not even Afrobeats alone, for no reason should somebody stand up and punch that person. We don't know exactly what happened because it's somebody's word. Is my hello? Can we still hear me?
We can
Yeah,
hear
we
you
can
clearly.
hear you. I'm
Yes, it's my
agreeing with
word
you.
against
Yes.
word is his word against the Tunes word now. So they're
Exactly.
saying,
Yes.
it beat me. No, now only me beat him. Now fight, now two fighting and all of that. But even at that, should we defend so low to the point of exchanging blows?
Hmm.
Should somebody like Burna, with he's a role model. I'm a filmmaker, so and I remember this is something like this has happened before in our industry. And the one that happened last is between one of my boys in the industry, where somebody I respect so much, Femi Branch, and one unknown cool guy.
The
And I
Taye
think
Arimororo zone,
hold on, Taye Arimoro's own is even because Taye Arimoro claimed that they beat him. Do you get what I'm saying? Is Femi Branch was allegedly something. They said, okay, somebody he slapped somebody on set.
Yeah.
And everybody on set said they were not going to work until
Until they
Ego
apologize.
apologized.
Yes.
Do
Yes.
you get? But do we
Yes.
have that measures in Afrobeats? We don't have
Hmm.
things like that in the world of Afrobeats.
Things
For
are way
example,
more though.
yeah, thank you. See what the Roland was saying the other time. That okay, if we say okay, we want to do this. Oh, sorry, it was Femi that was saying it. If we say okay, let's ban this song or let's do this, even the populace, the masses will say, "I leave them, they stop. Give me this
They
song,"
will
because
still
they are not
play it.
online.
Exactly.
They don't, no, they don't even listen to radios like that. They stream these songs.
I was having this
They
conversation
stream
with
the
Dotu.
song.
Dotu that even left radio in Cool FM. Dotu said people
Uh,
hardly listen to radio. I said I grew up in the north. My
yes,
father till today has a radio in his
they
house. I listen to radio in my car. I have it on my phone. So I don't know why people don't listen to it anymore.
Bolanle, people listen to they stream songs, they
Blackky,
stream films, and they
Blackky,
do podcasts.
Blackky.
If you want your whatever to move now, you go podcast.
Okay,
Do,
Blackky.
do you
So
get
Podcast,
me?
yeah.
hold your
Now,
thought there, Blackky,
now,
because we are going to
yeah,
come back to you, Blackky.
uh,
But before you go deep, because I know that interestingly, you're also telling us a part of it happening in the film industry, and it makes the conversation broad. But let's go to Dayo, and let's just ask Dayo from a journalistic point of view, and someone who is Dayo was one time the head writer for Linda Ikeji's in Linda Ikeji, and of course he currently writes for Oprah News, and of course he's an industry man to the core. So Dayo, tell us from your endeavors and your writings and stories and all you've come across, how have you guys been handling it? And of course, with the fact that the industry has become for everyone, where the core journalists who even get their facts right, they are having to do a lot. I mean, it becomes a world where everybody just pushes everything. From all of this narrative and the current issue, Adayo, how have you guys been
Yeah.
getting along to get the right news out there? And of course, this current situation, what's your take on it so far?
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So
Good morning,
this
Dayo.
starting with this current situation, right? I have to clearly state that as a responsible human, everybody needs to stand against violence. Violence of any kind, especially in our entertainment industry. Violence should not be condoned in any way, in any form, in any shape. Having said that, we have to now look at what the facts of the matter are, and then we look at what the speculations are. The fact is, DJ Tunes was at Obi's house on Monday night. Burna Boy was also at Obi's house on Monday night. Something happened. that led to the altercation. Can you see me? Can you see me?
We can hear you.
Yeah. So something happened. Now there are different versions of what happened.
Thank you.
Different versions of eyewitness reports of. They told him to play Burna song. He didn't play it. He was playing an unreleased song with Burna and all that. Those are speculations. But leading to that event, everybody knows there's been this ongoing beef with Burna and Davies online. They've been shading themselves subtly, slightly. It's not been full blown this way. So something happened, and then the Tunes and Burna, the trio, and then it became a very messy situation. Now, that situation, the way it happened, and then the way the industry is structured, there's nobody that takes accountability. There's no organization. Like it would have been the role of P-Man and COSON, the way it is in the movie industry, the NFCBD or whatever that movie body is. The body for entertainment, for music, would have been P-Man or COSON or MCSN. I don't know which one of them is still active, but unfortunately, they are all not active at the moment. So who takes control? Who leads the conversation? Who releases statements? Who says this should be done? Who says this should be done? Nobody. The other close organization that comes close is the DJAN, because the Tunes involved is also a very strong DJ. Now, DJAN allegedly released that statement that I'm finding out now from the Roland as a fake news, right? That statement blew everywhere.
Yes, the first
Unfortunately,
release of banning Burna Boy song, right?
Burna songs.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was not from DJAN. It was from NDJ. They call them NDJ, Nigerian
Okay.
DJs.
So you see how news, social media, and misinformation and disinformation and agenda and perspectives has drowned the main issues. And now I'm seeing video of fans at a nightclub attacking the DJ for not playing a Burna Boy song. And now because DJAN banned them, DJAN is saying they did not ban them. So there's need for constant conversations. There is need for people like Roland, for people like DJ Jimmy Jack, for the big boys in the industry to always come out and speak. You don't have to take sides, because if a Roland has posted, if Humility has said this, if Jimmy Jack, if they've all spoken in uniform voice that Vijan did not ban anybody, this is our position, this is what we have done, it would have helped also a bit. But most of the people in the older generation, they always tend to lay back from all this violence, controversy. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to put my name here. And that gives space for these children that do not know better to just keep spinning different narratives. And then, of course, on Twitter, people are looking for the next viral tweet to make money, for the next viral banger tweet. So they will tweet and say anything for the attention and the clicks it will get. Meanwhile, the big boys, the OGs in the industry, just don't want the stress. So we have to draw a line between the people that know,
but Dayo,
not wanting to speak, and then the boys that don't know, that are always speaking. I can hear
you. Just to also get in about the whole G's, because I spoke with one of the whole G's while this flyer was ongoing. And you see the feedback I got, you can tell that that's a conversation going on. Say, those boys, too much money they enter their head though. I don't want anyone to disrespect, but don't mind, those guys will disrespect anybody. Yes, and that's why there has to be a regulation, a sanction. You understand? You mentioned P-Man, COSON, MCSN, and all of this, but why is it that most of these things have been politicized over time?
That's the
they want to
question.
counter them, they will set up another team.
Femi, the question is, are these guys members of all of these associations? Is DJ Tunes a member of DJAN? Is Burna Boy a member of P-Man? Because if you are not my member, I don't have to cater for you.
No. So
do you understand what I'm saying?
Blackky, I
beg to differ. Right? And the way it is because the entertainment industry does not have that strong cultures, and then these bodies themselves are not strong enough. The way the movie industry is, you don't have to be the member of anybody before you know that before you release your movie, you have to go to the movie censors board. Do you understand? You don't have to be before the movie censors board says this movie is wrong, we don't want this movie, and then it takes action on it.
Dayo, you don't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dayo, what I'm trying to say is, for example, the only thing I expect Dijan to do is just to bring out a communique that says we did not ban anybody's song.
Yes.
Blah,
And
blah, 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 blah. They can even go ahead. They can even go ahead to say the said DJ Tunes. They can even go ahead to tell us the said DJ Tunes either is a member. If he's a member, we are looking into the situation so that we know our next step. If he's not our member, he's even not a member of the Jan. Do you get? Well, that's what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, it will be a bit funny for me to come out and say, oh, we ban or we do this when that person is not my member. In a way, if I say anything, he will not even listen to me. I don't. It happens in the film industry too. When things are happening, when it gets to the situation where associations are supposed to talk, people now say, oh, this association, they think, no, this person you are talking about is not a member of our association. He may be a member of another association, but not our own association. So we cannot cater to that person. For example, if something happens to any actor, maybe one actor is ill or is sick and all of that, the association will not come as an association to help that actor if he's not a member. They can come individually and say he's our friend. They can assist individually. But to come together as an association, because in the first place, the person is not a member of my association. If DJ Tunes, for example, if he's a member or if he's not a member of Dijan, the only thing Dijan can do is to bring out a communique that negates whatever NDJ has said. That no, we are not part of this, and this is our reason. They will not let us know whether DJ Tunes is a member or not.
The reason why things like this continue to happen, like I said, is the organizational structure of these associations. There is always leadership tussles. The organization itself is not settled. Dijan mostly they always have issues. Dijan is even still organized compared to P-Man, Koson. Today they are in court. Tomorrow this one wants to be the president. Tomorrow this one. So the organization themselves, they are never coordinated.
Political.
So if you don't take yourself serious enough by yourself, nobody is going to take you serious.
Dayo, do you know what is happening now? Blackky. DJ Roland has been having difficulty joining and he's listening to this conversation and he sent me a message and said, Femi, this is really interesting. Find a way to bring me in. And of course, because most of this conversation really concerns him too. And every other body has been mentioned. So we are going to go for a commercial break. I'm going to drop this and dial it again so that we'll bring everybody in, please.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Thank you.
That's
everyone.
fine.
I'll be back now.
Dayo.
Yeah, Baba.
All right. So what I'm saying, let's leave Femi to go on this break. What I'm saying in essence is that, like you said, that these guys they have too much money now that they feel like they don't need to bow to any